Well, we are back, huh? We are back streaming Magic the Gathering Arena tonight. And I don't have a plan for this stream. Normally I would come in here and say that I'm going to do this, that, and the other. I'm just going to play some cards, brothers and sisters. I'm just going to play some cards and see how far we can get. And actually, I'm already running into an issue. I've already ran into an issue, but that's okay. Because I can solve this issue by doing this. Potentially? No? Okay, there it is. There it is, but it's too big on the screen. I'm glad I'm getting rid of these errors early on. Early into the stream, I'm getting rid of the errors. Alright, this is too big for the vertical stream as well, so I just gotta size it down. Size it down like that. Like that. Alright, there's the whole stream right there. Me fixing something that shouldn't even be a matter to fix. Alright, back in action. That is correct. DJ's back 2 times in 1 day. That's crazy, DJ. Thank you so much for being here. And look at this. I have 500 coins. I'm going to re-roll that to 750. And it's going to say cast 20 white cards. An easy 750. That's not worse, but it's not much better. Announcements, no free stuff. That's a shame. But let's get back into it. Standard rank, methinks, is what the doctor ordered today. Let's see if we can continue our good play from yesterday. Let's see. Let's just see. I'm playing against Pipe. What a name that is. Pipe. Okay, 3 creatures, a Seam Rip, and a Shard Mage's Rescue. 2 lands. This is pretty good. A little slow, but pretty good. I'm happy with it, especially if they play a turn 1 Land War Elves. Play it. Play it. Play it. No, but it is a red and white. Okay, that's good news for me. That is most definitely good news for me. What would be better news is that I would have had to drawn a 1-drop instead of another Shard Mage's Rescue, but it is what it is. I'll play the thing that I have 2 of in my hand. That seems like a good move. Weapons Manufacturing. I don't think I've ever played against this deck before. Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions with when this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage. Okay. That seems kind of aggressive, if you ask me. I think... Well, they waste... I'm not going to say they wasted a turn there. I'm debating between doing this on it right now, buffing my thing up. They're looking at my Spellbook Vendor already. They looked at my Spellbook Vendor. That means I think I want to play it more aggressively than I normally would. I want to keep making the Spellbook Vendor look like a nice target for removal. Because I'd rather that get killed than my Optimus Scavenger. Needless to say, to be honest with you, I think that should be obvious because I have another one in my hand. And Optimus Scavenger is just too good. Too good to stay alive in most cases. But they may, because they did eye this thing up and down. Like it was a piece of meat. Perilous Snare. So they really want that thing. When this artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until this artifact leaves the battlefield. They really want that thing. That means that I'm gonna say nay to that. Once again, this seems... Wait a second. Wait a second. I think I'll get my Seam Rip back. And I might as well buff this up more. And it's going to hit the field. Oh, that was a good play. I'm glad I recognized that in real time. Getting 6 life seems okay there instead of sharing the love. Plus, again, I would rather them target... I mean, they're definitely going to target this now. Definitely, because if they target this, then they're going to get rid of my Seam Rip again, and they're going to get their thing back. W Dripman, what's up? I love this deck. Been running it all last season. I like it a lot too. In fact, you're not the only one that has chatted that. Butterhugger, this Butterhugger who's usually in the chat, they love it as well. So welcome. Hopefully you like watching new players, me, play poorly. Me, I do it all the time. But thanks for stopping in. And thanks for liking my deck as well. Well, our deck. It's our deck. Okay, they went after Optimus Scavenger. That makes me feel alright. Makes me feel alright. What doesn't make me feel alright is the fact that I only have 2 mana to spend still. That doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Not at all, really. I really can't allow this to die. But what I can do is scry. When I started that sentence, I did not expect to rhyme, but it happened. And I feel kind of cool that it happened. So we'll continue it with a Seam Rip. That's pretty good. I think 2 mana from here on is going to do me just fine. I use Leader's Talent over a Most Helpful Weaver. I can't decide if I want to make the switch official. I got to look that up. Because that's the first time someone has mentioned that card before. And I don't know what that card is. I don't know what many cards are, but let's look it up. Because if I like it, I might switch it out myself. Leader's Talent. Let's check it out. Oh, it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle card. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Okay. Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had a counter on it, you gain 2 life. Whenever you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 creature. So here's my thoughts. Is that this is just my experience, of course, and I'm a new player. So take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. I feel like I only win if I play extremely fast. If it goes past 5-6 turns, my win percentage drops dramatically. Once they have this amount of mana on the board, my win percentage is probably in the 5 percentile range. And the reason why I would prefer a Most Helpful Weaver over Leader's Talent is that the number 3 stage of the saga. Let me read this again. Put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Okay, resolve, I think. Another bunny. This allows me to basically sneak out games before they can really expect it when they are tapped out in these cases. That's the only reason why I would say the Most Helpful Weaver. Resolve. Okay, resolve. All right. I gotta turn my brain on. Luckily, I have a Seam Rip. If they don't make another token, then I win. I think. Oh, shit! This is the card that I've been running into since the start of the season. I didn't run into this card at all last season. And it's a 3-drop to make it worse. OMG, Yubei mentioned. What's up, Ian? How are you doing, man? If you're running into needing blockers, I've also used Builder's Talent. Another talent, huh? God, I hate that stupid card. Pinnacle Star Cage. It's not even from TMNT, yet it's made popular through TMNT. Okay. My only chance of victory here now. Put each card exiled with this artifact in the graveyard, then credit 2/2, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I think my only chance is to do what I was just mentioning. But I think I'm going to try to do it in the air in case he plays more bunnies. Okay, my chances of winning, like I said, have gone from the 50s, maybe 60s on a good day, to in the 5s on a normal day. On a normal day, that's for sure. United Battlefront. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. I don't even know what's happening here. This is just ridiculous. When it gets to this point, honestly, this thing just absolutely decimates my deck. I should just scoop here so I don't have to sit through 1,000-year turns, but it's not in my nature. We could pull it off. But maybe not. But maybe not. Ooh, finally. It's my turn to be happy. Well, they have 1 mana, 2 cards in hand. What would be a better play? I could really set myself up for a good old Jocelyn right now. Okay, let's think about this. This exiles artifacts and creatures. Is this an artifact? No, it's not. So this would stay alive. This would stay alive. Or I can make it a flyer right away, deal 3 damage, 6 damage next turn, puts them at 2. Wait, yeah, 3, 6. Next turn I could threaten lethal. Let's try that. Let's try that. I'm playing a creature before combat, noting to myself, don't get in the habit of doing that. Okay, I'm gonna scry. Maybe, I could scry into a Sheltered by Ghost, maybe. Crazier things have happened. Oh my gosh! I have a chance. I have a creature in my hand. The creature's gonna take 2 of my manas. That requires 4 manas. Okay. Spellbook is gone. But that's fine. They're spending a lot of manas to do it resources. Popper Monday! What's up? Butterhugger's here. Seam Rip the Snare again. I was thinking about it. And I'm definitely going to this next turn because I played Fog, was great. Someone played Fog against me yesterday, and it didn't feel great. Just mess with them. I bet I can read Sam's mind. I bet I can read Sam's mind right now. Slippery Boggle. Did I do it? Slippery Boggle, did I do it? Maybe not. Sam might be still focused on Fog right at the moment. But someone played Fog literally against me yesterday for the first time, and it didn't feel good. I think I lost the game. All right, I'm on a 30-turn clock. But little do they know, I don't know how to tell time. A most helpful weaver, step number 1. Okay. Did this target? Exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls. I could Seam Rip it. I could Seam Rip it, but I would rather threaten lethal, have my Shard Mage as protection. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go against Stranger's wise words, and I'm probably gonna live to regret it. But I feel like at this juncture, my only chance to dance is to have a creature survive, it being my last creature and all. Josh is back! What's up, Josh? How are you doing this evening? Alright, more 1/1s, that's fine. Resolve. That's fine, resolve. They're scrying. Hopefully they whiff. They're at 8 now. Pass, but I can Seam Rip. Shard Mage, 4, 5, double strike 10. Words, that says words. Too many words for me to comprehend now. But if you have 1, why not have 2? That's always my motto. That's usually my motto. Not much. I went to Commander Night. And you got something, that's for sure. When this artifact enters or leaves the battlefield, you may tap or untap target creature. What? When this artifact enters or leaves the battlefield, you may tap or untap target creature. Well, they might be grabbing something to get rid of my spider, so I think I'll just protect it now. And then I can block a bunch. I don't know. I could have just wasted Shard Mage there, but I've only faced this deck 2 other times, and it was literally just they played Star Cage and won. They just played Star Cage and won. So, you know, it's a whole new world is what I'm trying to say. It was bad, but did you have fun, Josh? If you had fun, then it was good, you know what I mean? It deals 2 damage any target. Well, it has to be me because of my Shard Mage. I made the right choice, apparently. That is a 4 now. I don't think his deck has that much interaction. It deals 2 damage to any target. God, you're a piece of crap. I have to do it. I gotta make it. I gotta have it survive. I have to make it survive. That's for sure. Okay. Now, actually, shoot. I could get my creatures back, but like if they have so many ways to kill my thing next turn. They have so many ways to do it. Oh, brother. I think I'm going to live to regret this, but it's making the most sense to me right now. It's making the most sense to me right now. Oh, I'm going to regret that, aren't I? And there goes my spellbook vendor. I thought I had it. Oh, I thought I had a Wonder Weave in addition to it. So if they double block, I'll die. So no attacks. That turned out to be not only a bad decision, but probably the worst decision. I should have just taken this. And then I wouldn't have had to. Okay, they targeted me though. Okay, they're targeting me again. There it goes. Star Cage whips though. Oh, I bet you they didn't realize that. I bet you they didn't realize that. Oh, I bet you they feel like such a donkey right now. My enchantment's gonna give me double strike. Oh, but they have to pay the ward. They can pay the ward though. Shite. They can only pay it 1 more time. And that's all they needed. I have a creature. I'm at 16. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of a scavenger. Great balls of a scavenger. Oh man, this is definitely going to get destroyed. Oh, there's nothing I can do about it. Except... no, that wouldn't do it. This would just make it a 3-2. Frick. I was thinking about putting this on it and grabbing one of these. Grabbing one of the things that deals 2 damage. Give myself a little bit of protection. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't know why. I'm autopiloting right now. I'm probably self-sabotaging. No, not at all. Oh, that sucks, Josh. I had to take my car to the shop before going, but they didn't finish in time, so I got there late. I got stuck at the table full of CDH players. Oh, yeah, that does sound like a bad time, doesn't it? That does sound like a bad time, doesn't it? I apologize. But thanks for hanging out with me tonight after that, lame time you had playing Magic earlier. I was 1-6? Jeez. Well, hey, you got 1 game in against some CDH players. That seems like a good thing. Because you were probably playing fair Magic and still got a game in. That's pretty good. So the reason why I scooped that up with my Sheltered by Ghosts was I was like, I didn't want to give him a sack outlet. You know what I mean? And that seemed like the only sack outlet. How many is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So now my creatures might be safe for a while if I survive this. I'm not doing the math. It's going to be close. It's game. Damn. Honestly, I probably should have scooped at that first Pinnacle Star Cage because that just absolutely brutalizes my deck. But that was close. And I attacked 5 times. It's going to take forever to get this daily accomplished. But let's go again. It was a toxic proliferation. That doesn't sound fun. I had to cheese them, and they got so mad at me for playing Toxic after I lost 10 games yesterday. Back to back, and 5 games today. They get mad at you for playing Toxic, but you're not even winning? And they're a CDH? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Oh, I don't like the look of this. Duress. Alright. This game doesn't want me to be happy. It literally is pairing me against every known piece of human filth on the planet. Well, that's fine, we win these. That's fine, we win these. Last time someone played Duress against me, they played like 4 Duresses in a row, and I still won. So screw them, and screw this card. Also, this says Magic 19. So why am I just now running into Duress now? It's probably because some lame person played it in like some professional tour. So now everybody wants to copy them because they want to feel cool like their favorite pro. When you could just be your own person. How hard would that be? The guy was going to make a play and I reminded him about the card and he said, I can read the card. Oh, he was getting full on salty, wasn't he? That's a shame. That's a crying shame, isn't it? Well, let's get another creature on the board. Duress is like from 1998. And now it's super vogue. Because some dweeb played it recently. Because I never ran into Duress. I ran into hand rips a plethora of times, but now Duress is vogue. Because of TMNT for some reason, probably some YouTube video that says it's good. Alright, if they kill my Spellbook Vendor, which they're going to, with their 1 of a million forms of removal, and I don't draw a fucking creature. Sometimes I really hate this game, to be honest with you. Sometimes I really do. I've had 9 games today where it only gives me 1 color of mana. Rigged, I tell you. It certainly does feel that way when all you play against is literal slop like this. No, I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna play that. I'm gonna wait. I want them to feel all nice and comfy with their little hate this card. Literally a dog shit card. And here comes the skeletons. That's fine. Is this really their Orzhov skeleton deck and I'm really not gonna fucking run into another creature for as long as I live? You control no suspected skeletons. If unsolved, solve at the beginning of your end step. Suspect a creature. A suspected creature has menace and can't block. It has menace and it can't block. Solved. Sacrifice this case, search a library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Do they really want this? Do they really want that effect? I don't know. I'm not sure. Usually I get tilted by this time playing a deck like this, and I stop paying attention. So maybe I should just pay attention right now and see what they do. Let's see what they do. Maybe the prevailing wisdom was to get rid of this, because they're getting a lot of value from it, aren't they? They're getting quite a bit of value from this stupid card. Draw a card, then 4 more or exile if you do gain 4 life. There's 3 of them. They've already done its thing, you know what I'm saying? They've done its thing, so why not? Let them have it. Why not let him have it? I'm go. They're gonna pay 2 for that. Well, I want protection next turn. His turn. I want protection his turn. And now I'm not gonna have protection his turn, because Nowhere to Run is already on the field. God, I fucking hate that card. I hate everything to do with a deck like this. Literally hate everything about him. Now it literally means nothing because they have 2 of them. Maybe I should scoop just for my own mental sake. I'm going to. Life's too short to play an absolute donkey of a human like that, you know what I'm saying? He has 3 lands and 1 enchantment. I don't know what's confusing. I'm playing against Orzhov now, and the guy's taking 3-minute turns. Yeah, that annoys me too. It annoys me too. Lee, sometimes I gain 4 life though. I see. This guy's taking like 45 seconds to decide if he wants to pay 2 or give me a treasure token. Yeah, that gets obnoxious. That gets obnoxious. It's really obnoxious when they play in that way while playing control. If they're playing control and playing like that, oh, that's triggering. That's triggering. Definitely. Daisuke? Daisuke? He likes something very much, this guy? Or does he like everything? 1 creature is scary, but I'm keeping it. Okay, I'm glad I did. Because I can do this. And that seems alright. It's not very good in this case because he started first. If I started first, I would have my Wonder Weave out, and then next turn cycle is sheltered by Ghost's Badgermole Cup. So he will have a leg up on me for sure next turn because of all the manas that he's accomplished. He's a very accomplished player. I expected to run into a lot more. Turn 3 Orboid is definitely fair in my opinion. I think it's a great balanced card. That's the really good thing about Orboid is how fair and balanced he is. You know what I mean? Especially when you pair it up with another really well balanced card such as Badgermole Cub. It does the heart good. And I know I shouldn't really have to be scared of removal against this deck. However, it's kind of ingrained in me to keep the Shard Mage's Rescue in hand, just in case. And if there's ever is a time for them to, target my Wonder Weave, now would be it because I have Orboid, his precious Orboid. His favorite thing in this world is Orboid, maybe Badgermole Cub, I go back and forth. And to create a mutagen token, if 1 or more, okay. Lovely. Resolve. And because I have to go really tall here to have a chance at all, I think I'm going to use Shard Mage on the end phase. That's what I'm going to do. Because I don't need 2. That's just greedy. I might as well keep beefing this thing up. Okay, a Seam Rip is mighty nice in this case. Because what that does for me is something good, and that is to get rid of this. Now he's thinking to himself, really? He's gonna attack with a ley line? Does he not realize it has reach? Well, I do, but it does not matter to a guy like me with an ethereal armor, and I still get to hold up the Shard Mage. So now it's my turn to have fun, potentially. I am at 17, and I know that they can really explode, but now I'm at 26 after that, and I have a Shard Mage, you know what I'm saying? Badgermole is the problem for sure. It's just green shenanigan. Yeah, I don't hate this nearly as much as black absolute slop. It's not even a deck in my opinion. It's just slop. I would rather play against this deck a million times versus 1 time of the deck I just went up against. Actually, for a matter of fact, the deck I went up against right before that as well. Star Cage is madness. Absolute utter madness. 1/1 coming at me, I suppose. Have fun with the 1/1. My turn. Okay, that's cool and exciting and fun. I could do that. I'll play that post-combat. I have first strike, so I think this would be 10, 11. Okay, I could kill both of them. I could kill both of them with one Shard Mage. One nice, easy, nice place Shard Mage if they double block, which they may. And they're not, so I don't even have to think about it. But I'm going back to like 30-ish. That's cool, fun. I think I'm gonna play this. And continue to hold the Shard Mage. I could play both of these, but you never know. They could surprise me with a little spicy removal card. That's what the guy needed, is more ramp. And that's enough for him to say goodbye. He didn't draw his Oroboid. Now, why can't I run into a mad lad like this more often? I might scoop this. This guy's clearly chose by Wizards to win, and his turns are literally 3 to 5 minutes to play one land. And I would have scooped. Yeah, you should definitely scoop. You're not even playing the game at that point. You're literally just watching the screen, hoping that he plays this card. He almost wrote me on my Smothering Tithe trigger. That's funny. Well, hey, once again, you may be sucking all the bad luck from me, Josh. Because last time you played Magic the Gathering Arena, same thing happened. Oh, another scary hand, but I have a Seam Rip. Off a chance, if I run into green again, I'm just going to win these. I'm just going to win these. All right. It's a bit scary. It is blue. Blue-white. Does that mean I'm going to run into one of those stupid cages again? I most certainly hope not. They have blue up. They have 2 mana up, and a blue is one of them. So I wouldn't be surprised if this gets countered, and it's going to. Chanel 3826 just said, followed. Thank you so much. Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for asking, and also thank you so much for being here. I hope you don't mind watching somebody struggle to get into the game of Magic the Gathering, as I am doing now. I make a lot of mistakes. I get tilted by black colored cards. I also get tilted by getting countered all the fucking time. But I'm having a great time. I love this game still, you know what I'm saying? It's so much fun getting countered. And then they just draw a million cards. All right, now's the time I get to have a good time. Wonderweave hits the board. And it's gonna stay on the board because of Shard Mage's Rescue. That feels cool. I might as well, because I know I'm not gonna get countered now. There goes the Ethereal Armor. And usually when they counter me like this, they don't remove. But I don't want it to be the one time they do remove me. They don't have the mana to pay for it. Now they do. Now they do, goddamn. Stock up. Perfect. I gotta explode fast. I gotta explode like nobody's business here right now. When I need, and then after drawing 7 lands, my top deck was a freaking land when I needed. That's exactly what happens to me, Josh. You're taking my bad luck from me when I needed one of my 6 board wipes. Ah, yes, I remember this feeling. Matt, welcome, Matt. Thank you so much for being here. All right, I think I gotta play fast here. While he's tapped out, I gotta play all of my gosh dang cards. The Plains does not help me, but it is what it is. I know this is probably not smart Magic the Gathering, but I know that this deck in particular, once they get to 5 lands, I'm a goner. So I gotta get in my licks while I can, you know what I mean? Predetermined victory, the game is butt cheeks. And he's looking at my Wonderweave as if he has a removal for my Wonderweave, and he probably does. I didn't expect anything less than that. And he does. And he has 4. So there goes my window. My window is gone. I'm never going to draw a creature for as long as I live. I guarantee I'm not going to draw a creature next turn. And if I do, it's going to get countered. Oh my gosh. No way. No way. Is it gonna get losted? Or is it just like a consult the star charts? 3 damage to the creature. Awesome. Awesome. I hate these decks, man. I hate these decks because they are all filled. I mean, I just can't draw a creature to save my life. That's the problem. A smarter player would concede and move to the next. A smarter player definitely would. But I've won in worse situations. Definitely. Definitely won in worse situations. Why? Like, I know what's gonna happen, so why even put myself through it? You know what I mean? I need to be better at this. Black discard decks eat the UR piles alive. Kind of hard on the mythic rares, though. Black discard decks eat the UR piles alive. The UR piles. Now, to me, in my past experience with the dog shite game known as Yu-Gi-Oh!, UR means ultra rare to me. Kind of hard on the mythic rares, though. Blue-red. Oh, blue-red. I see. That should have been obvious. I apologize. I apologize. All right. Let's get back on the winning column. I am 1-3? That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh, that UR is blue-red. U is the U in the word blue. Someone told me that a week ago, and I have not forgotten. All right, 2 creatures in this hand, 3 lands, and a seam rip. If I lose this, I'm just hot cross buns the game. Of course, that's true, as we all know. I'm playing against a guy named Ham Gen, and they're playing Dimir. I want Ham Gen to get... I'm not gonna say it, actually. I'll pause it. Ham Gen, you know, people that play Dimir are people too. You know what I'm saying? They're people too. They're not good people, but they're people. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they have parents that love them. Lord knows why, but I'm sure they do. You know what I'm saying? Well, this has Ward. So if they kill this next turn, I will leave up my Shard Mage just to be safe, because I do want the most helpful Weaver trigger. I do want the most helpful Weaver trigger. In Magic, we reference Wooburg a lot for colors. Yeah, that's why I should have realized that. I should have realized that. I'm still getting accustomed to everything. I'm struggling to decide on a card. What card are you struggling to decide on? Also, what's the deck? What's the scenario? I'm probably not going to be of much help, but I am fairly opinionated, so I could be helpful. All right, double striker. There we go. 3 mana sucks. 3 mana in this case sucks the big one, not gonna lie. At the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield. So this is just a reanimation slot fest, huh? I could make this into a 6 damage turn with no follow-up protection. I could do that. Or I could just take my medicine, attack for 2, attack for 4, set myself up for an explosive turn next turn, while also when they inevitably use their manas to kill my things, at least I have one form of protection from that removal. Unless it's, you know, that I know where to run. But oh, they're gonna consult the star charts. You need a map, because you're gonna get your ass beat if you keep going down this road, my friend. I love that I won 3 games back-to-back. Now Wizards decided I've won too much, so now everyone has exactly the answer they need from me. I generally hate this game. Josh, you know, it's commendable that even though you hate this game, you come back to it. That's commendable, to say the least. Let's get rid of this one. And they're tapped out. No more fear. Loki want to do this. 3, 4, 5. No, I don't think it's worth it. I think it is continued to be worth it to hold up the Shard Mage. But what it is worth now is doing this, so I can attack with my flying 3/3 in. Well, it's actually going to be a 4/4 now. I think that's good and fair. And now I'm going to attack with both things, put them down to. That does not really help me in the slightest. But it is another creature. No, what will help me is an ethereal armor. I have to be greedy in this scenario. They don't have a graveyard though, so I'm probably going to live past another turn because I think this is just a reanimation slot, but I'm not sure. Technically, if you have some protection spells, this deck can be pretty solid into single removal. I don't know if you can easily splash green for the good ones though. I'll whip up a list. That would be nice to see. I think white-green auras list would be decent, right? I have no idea, but it seems like it could be to me, and now I instantaneously fucking regret putting that creature away. God, I hate this goddamn card. I hate black. Why do I play this game? Oh, I hate black. I think I should, at this point, just fucking put that one card that's protection magic. I should put protection magic in this list. I just, it's not an enchantment, so it doesn't feel as good. A creature, no fucking way. But one thing I know for certain is that they're going to have, they run 2 to 4 in this deck, 4 max. They have 44 cards in their deck. I guarantee they have at least 2 more in their hand. They definitely have at least 2 more in their hand. Why wouldn't they? They're at 9 though. Pass. I don't think I really have a choice here. I do have a choice. God damn, I hate having a choice. Alright, well, it might be silly, it might be dumb, but we're gonna try it. Okay. So that means that if I leave that on top, that means I can ethereal armor at the end of their turn next turn. This would go to 4 or 5, not game in the slightest, but I was gonna put them down to 6, and if this survives next turn, I think I got it. Man, your games have been so hostile. This is wild. This is how it works for me, my friend. Like, I only get paired against black hate. Only. They sprinkle in some games just to keep me on the hook, you know what I'm saying? The first one's free. The first win is free, but then they just ruin my night. Honestly, I've had 10 games today that are just 100% control, and I fucking hate it. Who the runs the 30 instant speed kill spells? A lot of people, apparently. I still will never forget when I looked up, because I was running into, literally one of the nights, I ran into Demir every single game. Every single game I ran into Demir. And yet, I looked it up and it only was 8% of the meta. My turn. Alright, this is gonna be... Let's see if they tap the remaining mana, and they do. But I'm gonna be stronger than that. I'm going to be a 4/4, so I will live. A Seam Rip is okay, but I would rather have a creature for follow-up. But if I don't win this... Shit. I mean, I need a... I don't win if I lose. If I don't win this turn, I'm gonna lose. Another Seam Rip. Loves to see it. So maybe if I do survive somehow... If I do survive somehow, maybe a Feather of Flight will do me just fine. Another Nowhere to Run doesn't kill me. That's the good news. Oh my gosh. And a Shard Mage. And a Shard Mage. But Nowhere to Run's in play. Doesn't matter. Ah, shit. Does not matter. Death touch? Are you fucking kidding me? Who made this land? Alright, there's good news. If there is good news here, is that I didn't forget about the mountain of text on Nowhere to Run. Oh, First Strike! I forgot about First Strike. It goes to the graveyard too. Okay, but I did forget about First Strike. Granted, you know, none of us are perfect, you know what I mean? None of us are perfect. But they have another fucking one of those. Alright, that's good that I stride away the seam rips so far. Hopefully they're still whiffing. Let's hope they're still whiffing. I can draw a Feather of Flight. And there it is. I told you they would have it. Why wouldn't they? That's a good thing I scried away the seam rips, though. And this is just such a good, fair card. I love it. No mono red yet. Isn't you First Strike? Yes, I am. Lee recognized it before I did. No, I'm not going to draw a creature. I wasn't anyways, especially... Even before their 2 deadly cover-ups, I wasn't going to draw a creature. This fucking... Like, you have to be just a brain-dead moron to play this deck. Really do. Literally a horrendous human being. With both mommy and daddy issues this guy has. Alright. 34 cards. They got rid of a lot of creatures. I wasn't gonna draw anyways. I should just concede. I need to start taking my medicine and concede. I need to. It's stupid not to, especially, like, what do you have to think about? Nothing. You have nothing to think about. A card lights up and you play it. I hate him. I hate him. I hope he stubs his toe and then steps on a fucking Lego. That's what I hope for this guy. Deadly Cover-Up is so ass. Star Cage is so ass. And why is it that at most they make 16% of the meta? At most. Let's even give them 20%. How is it that I run into them 95% of the time? How is it? Alright, 3 creatures. We'll take them. We'll take these. Just follow. Thanks so much. Matt D, you're the best. Not a ton of life gain right now in best of 1. Speaking of life gain, Stranger, who's not in the chat at the moment, but normally is, he plays life gain at a pretty good clip. I think I'm actually going to hold, because this is a slow hand, so I'm just going to play it slow. I'm going to play it slow. Mirror match. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, they're not going to be able to play the ward for their seam ripped and sheltered by ghosts. So let's play that now. If they're anything like me, they're not going to have another planes in their hand, right? So now would be a good time to do Light Stall. But I think I'm going to draw a card here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait one more turn. Nice deck. I don't have one of those. Greatness at any cost. And now I'm going to hold up the Shard Mage. I don't have that emote. I wish I did. Damn. End turn. Because if they do have a third planes, they're not going to have a fourth. And that's when I do Light Stall next turn. Now they're seam ripping me. I'm a good player, so I'm going to wait for the target to happen. And they're targeting me. Perfect. Because they could have targeted the Feather of Flight. They're paying the ward. They're also going to have a flying Wonder Weave. But what they don't realize is I have a Shard Mage. Now, if there's anything can be said about me, is that I'm good at the mirror match. Because I don't have to guess what's coming. The unknown is what gets me every damn time. Every damn time. All right, I no longer have protection, but what I can do is give myself in the protection of ward 2/2, which they won't be able to pay. So that seems good and decent and fun. I can't pay the ward cost on that, but they're tapped out. And what I can do, because I know for a fact they're not lucky enough to have 4 lands in their hand, and if they do, well, so be it. I still think this is a decent ass move. Pre-combat, of course, but they're tapped out, so sue me. Sue me, you know what I'm saying? Just sue me. What is it? Oh, it's the plains, but I'm getting life. So I still have the upper hand. They cannot get rid of my Wonder Weave next turn, but they can get rid of the Sheltered by Ghost or something of that nature. It comes in tapped. That was their last land. Of course it was. Why would it not be? If I draw a plains next turn, I'll feel like I am good at the game. That's for sure. That's for true. I'll definitely feel like I'm good at the game if I draw a plains. If I draw a plains, the Feather of Flight is going to get ripped immediatamente. And I did not get it. But I still think Feather of Flight might be the right answer here. I could make this a 6/4 scrying son of a gun. Or have 2 flyers in the air, attack them, draw a card. And I could draw planes, you know what I'm saying, off of this. I talked myself into it. Sorcery, speed, Feather of Flight. Oh, ooh, that's good actually. I don't mind that at all. I like that even. Especially because the light stall is vigilant. It's a vigilante. I'm going back up to 23. And turn. Oh, I won a game. There we go, Josh. I pretend to be here, and that means everything to me, stranger. As long as you're pretending, you know what I'm saying? I'll pretend as well. Another optimistic scavenger. I played Grave Pact and made 4 mites with Toxic 1. He'd either take the poison counter or block and sacrifice the creatures. The mirror is the race to who finds Ethereal Armor first. It sometimes does feel like that, doesn't it? Resolve. OMG, it's the mirror. Speaking, is no better time for Butterhugger to come back when there's a mirror match happening. Simply too good. I feel so gross for playing Fog tonight. That's fair. That's a fair feeling, to be honest with you. But we still love you, Butterhugger. You can play Fog every night, and I'd still be a fan of yours, Butterhugger. All right. I keep my Shard Mage in hand. Uh-oh. They're gonna put it on their Wonder Weave. I thought they already had one. They're not tapped. Okay. I really don't have to fear anything in this current climate with the oh, they're doing that. Okay. Okay. They have to leave. Actually, I'm just now realizing that they lose. No matter what here, basically. All right, that's a 4/4. Resolve. Pass. They could get rid of my Feather of Flight now I'm thinking about it. Whenever this creature attacks, scry 1. Interesting. Resolve. Pass. No blocks. Alright, they're at 4. And I'm at 2 4s in the air. They only have 1 4 in there. They don't have enough mana for Feather of Flight. So I just win these. Especially with that. Because I don't even have to like second guess myself by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just going to hit him with a good game right now. Actually, that seems rude, so I'm not going to. They steal it right on the wall. Are they going to let me attack? What do they have at speed here? What do they have at speed? I have absolutely no idea. Oh, Shard Mage. They have a Shard Mage at speed, don't they? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Unless there's a new card in TMNT that flashes in and makes something a flyer, then I'm just kind of fucked. But I don't think so. Are they thinking or stalling? They're not stalling. Good game. They hit me with a good game. Good game. Good game, my friend. My white brethren. See? Just that act of humanity there in the good games, the mutual respect. It doesn't happen with the mirror. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen. We're just better people, apparently. Simply too good. Hard. I already won, yep. Not much. I immediately lost to the same person I got matched against 20 minutes ago with the same deck, and they won with the same bullet. That feels, Josh, you're literally sucking the bad luck right out of me, my friend. I'm here for it. Because that sounds like one of the worst feelings, to be honest with you. I'm sure you won't be saying that after you get fogged, but thank you. I got fogged yesterday. I got fogged yesterday. I played Brawl. I crafted a new Brawl deck, and I actually got fogged yesterday. The game actually sucks. But I'm sorry to say it, it's a deck that wins like turn 23, maybe. Oh, it's a whole ass deck. I thought the card, I got the card fog played against me. It's so clearly rigged. I made a new version of my deck that's slightly different, and now I only play against the same decks over and over. If I switch to my other decks, it's the same story. It's a pool of people, and they all have the same garbage, and your opponent kind of just sits there, not able to attack me, because I'm going to prevent all combat damage. There's no such card in TMNT, only sneak cards. Sneaky cards, I see. All right, we're back to Platinum 3. I think it would be asking for a bit much to get to Platinum 2 tonight, but we'll give it our best try, I suppose. Mason? It's a Freemason? Come on now. 2 Ethereal Armors in my hand. This could be a good hand. It could be. I have 3 creatures, 2 manas. The 2 manas worries me. Black and green. Why does everything have to have black in it? Why can't you do black and white? No, not black. Green and white. Or white. White and white, you know what I'm saying? Well, at least that's not gonna die next. Well, it could still die next turn. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anana's Eyeballs is back. What up, dog? What is up with me? I'm having a time, you know what I'm saying? I'm just having a time. In Paper Magic, there's a 3-card combo that costs 6 white a rotation to prevent all opponents from playing the game. Black and white have the best removal. I played against black and white today. It wasn't very fun. All right, black and white, black and green. I think I want to get another creature on the board because they're probably going to try to remove this next turn. It seems like one of those decks that doesn't do anything besides ruin my day, and then they do big shit later on. They get rid of all my stuff, then they do big shit. Or not. Or not. Josh successfully sucked the bad luck right out of my games. I am now back over 50% for the evening. Pretty much a goat. Pretty much a goat, to be honest with you. I got a TMNT pack for all of my troubles. I still haven't attacked with 30 creatures. I've been streaming for an hour. I haven't attacked with 30 creatures. This is crazy. But we're going to continue. We're going to continue. But the key card doesn't exist in Arena. Flickertron. Flickertron? I don't know what that is. I shall look it up. Flicker my Trons. Flickertron. Oh, Flickertron is a deck. Pauper deck. Flickertron. I see. All right, this is a hand. If I've ever seen a hand, this is a hand, and I got 2 of them, so I know what I'm talking about. And just like 2 days ago when I was playing out of my mind, I'm going to continue the same mindset. We suffer in our imaginations more than we do in reality, so I have no fear. Optimistic Scavenger is here. I'm playing against a Jin. A Jin. I don't think he's a real Jin. That would be madness. Oh, I'm playing against Demir. Wonderful. I love playing against Demir. I'm going to have a terrific time here. Well, what would be real nice and cool and sweet and all the adjectives is play Feather of Flight, then have a land, play the land, have Shard Mage's Rescue. But is that how life works? I don't think it's how life works. I don't think it's how life works, to be honest with you. We suffer our imaginations doing it. Oh my gosh! We literally suffer our imagination. Oh my gosh! This phrase is nuts. But now they have 2 manas. And that usually comes with a gunshot, a deceit even. I will take that. I would love for that to come back to my hand. You fucking lying buffoon. Let's get the party started again in the best way I know how. 2 creatures on the board, and one of them is going to be a little bit buffer than normal, you know what I'm saying? The Optimus, you see that thing in the Optimus Scavenger's hand? You think that's like, you know, treasure. It's actually a dumbbell. It's a weird dumbbell, but it's a dumbbell because she's lifting weight. She's a 2/2 now. You can play Isochron Scepter and Imprint Orin's Chant, then play an Unwinding Clock. You're welcome. On the opponent's turn, you play the kicker of 2 white, and they can't attack or cast spells. On the next turn, Unwinding Clock untaps. Isochron. Share love, maybe? Share love. I like that. Seems decent. Seems mad decent. Give me that. That's our Kiora. Not your Kiora. Our Kiora. Again, show love. They're going to want to kill this, but, you know, they might take that. I don't know. I don't know why I'm sharing love. Well, I do know why I'm sharing love. Clearly, the Optimus Scavenger is a problem. And a spider is just a token at the end of the day. I want to incentivize them killing the token over the Optimus Scavenger, especially now the Optimus Scavenger has more value wrapped up in it, you know what I'm saying? You play a kicker 2 white, and they can't attack or cast spells on the next turn on Winding Clock, untaps, Isochron, and then you do it again. Do you have enough parts to make a token deck? I don't know. I don't know. But you already played a land, LOL. Is that a lint roller? Yoink! Stealing the Kiora. Oh, no. Do they already have it? They already have it. They already have it, so it's a moot point, but I do have 3 creatures in my hand. And I could draw another Sheltered by Ghost. But no, I don't think so. I don't think there are infinite combos in play. And nothing has trample, and they're at 10, but they have 2 flyers. This deck is so ass too. I hate this deck. There's so much goddamn garbage in this color range. That's what really pisses me off. It's because it's not fair Magic the Gathering in any stretch of the imagination. Alright, I'm at 23. I'm not going to block next turn. I'm only going to be able to play 1 creature here. So that's 10, 20. Alright, let's get 23. That's literally the game. Oh, shit. The Mirror is literally a 3 IQ deck style. That's exactly what I'm saying, Josh. And you can't convince me otherwise. It's literally, if the opponent has creature, if a card in my hand lights up, I play card. If the opponent does not have creature, card does not light up, I don't play card. Like, come on now. Come on now. And I guarantee this is gonna be the same shit. Guarantee it. Look at the fucking name. Darkly? I mean, he could bamboozle me. He could be playing a green deck. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Not against me, he's not. He's already looking at a Slumbering Keep Guard. See? According to the internet, 8% of all people play this slop. How often do I run into it? 100% of the time. 100% of the time. have 3. Do I need a 3rd? I mean a 4th? No, I don't think so. Gotta play fast. I'll get a 4th one. Because why not? Why not? I have a Demir zombie deck that's so good I just never played because it's so brain dead. Well, it's gonna wait next year. The Jin was not played much until Kavaro came out. Yeah, that reanimator deck is popular. Yee, the Venus is back. Invest in some protection, fam. The thing about it is, I have protection. I have protection. However, even if I draw protection against this brain dead slop, they'll play Nowhere to Run. And then I'll not have protection. Because that's awesome and fair and cool and awesome. But at least they're tapped out. But does it matter? No, it doesn't matter because they always have the removal in their hand. And they never run out. And they never run out of it. Okay, they ran out of it. Or they just didn't think Spell Bender is that big of a problem. Little did they know. Little do they know that I'm going to draw another Ethereal Armor. And then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8. On top of the 3. That's still not game. God damn, I hate this game. Next year, your deck will not be Center Legal 2. That's fine. At this rate, I'm gonna say sayonara to this fucking game. Playing against Demir, it's not even a game. You're just getting fucking pissed. Let's get as much damage on the board as we can, I suppose. Ethereal Armor now or later? I mean, it really doesn't matter. This is probably just... I don't have protection either way. Get the damage when I can, I guess. I suppose. Put him down to 10. Shard Mage doesn't help. They're probably going to play some sort of board wipe next turn. But it could help. It could help. Alright, we'll leave it. Teferi's Protection and Rune Mother are my go-tos personally. Isn't Teferi's Protection like a lot of mana? Boromir is really good too. The problem with all the protection spells like that I found is that they're a ton of mana. And whenever it goes past that amount of mana that's available, I've already either won or lost the game. Let's do this one, I suppose. Oh, wait a second. Okay, no, I didn't. So, let's just attack then. Let's just attack then. Auto pay. Scry 2. Put it on my spider. Clearly, they're going to try to kill the Spellbook Bender. And if they do, then I'll just Shard Mage's Rescue. Or they'll play... I don't even know. I don't know of an instant speed board wipe. But I think I have the answers here. I have the answers here. They could have 2 of these in their hand. They definitely could, and it looks like they do. I should have played around this potentially by putting the Shard Mage on this or this. Good game. I don't think it was a good game, honestly. However, you're a respectful human. But I still don't think it was a good game, so I'm not gonna lie. My mama said not to lie, you know what I'm saying? My mama said not to lie. Lying's bad. There are also a bunch of 1-drop instants that provide indestructible hexproof. Well, that's the thing, I have Shard Mage. And the problem is, like, I'll feel all nice and dandy with Shard Mage, like, that one scenario. But then just as often, I'll run into that deck, the same scenario, but they'll have nowhere to run. It's not wrong to protect your book vendor? I didn't think so, but I could also see the logic in putting it on one of the other 2, because that would have buffed one of them to a 3. And then the Optimus Scavenger, because it wouldn't have fizzled, would have buffed it to a 4. Then that would have been 6 damage. Then I would have been able to play Seam Rip for 7 damage. I feel like there was logic there, but yeah, I don't think it was optimal to do it that way, which is why I didn't. I don't know what card he has. It's not wrong to protect. You don't. Oh yeah, you don't know what card he has. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Sleight of Hand. I love this card name. Love this card name. 3 Ethereal Armor. Well, if this stays around. God damn! If this stays around, that's 3, 6, 9, 11. No Homestone. What's up, No Homestone? Mono White Frodo would go crazy in your deck. Mono White Frodo? I don't know what that card is or does, but I should look it up. And now I'm just not going to draw a creature. I knew it was a dangerous hand to keep, but come on, you have to give me it some fucking times. Like, I can't get creature screwed every game, you know what I'm saying? It just can't happen. It just, normally I do like facing Lessons. I think it's a fun matchup, but it's not even a matchup when you get creature screwed. But it's on me. I should have probably mulliganed. Maybe. Crab incoming, I think. Not legal for your deck, unfortunately. Oh, I see. Is it Spelemental? Yes, it can. Meet the Arena Shuffler. Sneaky Max Sneak. Welcome, Sneaky Max Sneak. I know the Shuffler well, unfortunately, because we have an intimate relationship. It fucks me every day. You know what I'm saying? It's me every goddamn day. But I got a creature now. So maybe he likes me again. But now it's going to get countered because apparently he runs counter spells in this stupid deck. Oh, is it, this will quench you? Oh, he's not even going to do it. Cool. He's not even going to do it. It's a 4/5. I have a way to go into the air. Should I do it now? No. I don't think I will. Because he clearly has It'll Quench You. Clearly. And it's a flasher. So that would be stupid of me. Deals 2 damage to any target. If the spell was kicked, it deals 4 damage instead. Did they kick it? It's grayed out, so that means they didn't kick it, right? Well, I get a scry and draw. And I need to draw a creature drastically here. What do you have to think about? Literally so little information is on the board. So little information is on the board. Wow, that made a huge difference. You should be very proud of yourself for that. You're a very good player. Unfortunately, that sucks. I would love to keep it on top. Creature! Whew. Whew. But they have 2 of their big things already on the board. They have 2 of their big things already on the board. I have 4 Ethereal Armors, though. So you never know. You never know. Wait before getting them down. Whenever he attacks, he doesn't take damage, and once per turn, he auto-equips artifacts that cost 2 to 3. Oh, that does sound pretty good. I know a solution to my issue with Magic. I'm going to give it up and burn. Don't burn your cards. Give them to me. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. Don't give it to me. Don't give up the game. It's a fun game. Yeah, it's Historic Shuffler. Yeah, 1 mana counters a little brutal. Aggro deck go burr. The average arena player is probably a dribbler. Unfortunately, Lesson's a bit of a non-game against Mono W. Okay, well, that kind of fuck. Oh, he only has 1. Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm at 11. He's at 9. And he has a response. Why wouldn't he have a response? But it's kind of a weird time to have a response once it's on the board and the activated ability. So does that mean that 1 card... Next. End turn. Okay. If this stays alive, we have a chance. If this stays alive and I draw planes, we have a chance, and it does not. If I just drew creatures, man, we could have had a fun time. We could have just had a fun time and played Magic like friends in a society even, and they just said no. The shuffler said, no, I don't want you to have a good time. It actively works against me even to have a bad time. Where's the board wipe when you need it? I didn't even need it. I just wanted a creature. My deck does the square root of jack shit without a creature, like most decks. Alright, green. Full on, if this isn't green, man, I'm gonna be sad. No hyperbole, I'll just be sad if it's not green. Like, this screams green. There's even green on the field, you know what I mean? It takes a while, it's taken a long time for them to decide what they're doing, which maybe means they took a greedy hand or a bad hand even. Oh, blue. Really cool. If you play a swamp next, I'm gonna scream. Play a swamp next, I will scream. Starting town, cool. Very cool. Love that. I'm really happy for you, Starting Town. I think Starting Town is a cool card, really do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And the reason for it is if it gets countered, I'd rather this get countered than my Wonder Weave. It's not getting countered. I have another Wonder Weave. 3 mana to choose from next turn. Feels pretty good to have 2 Wonder Weaves, but it seems kind of win more in this scenario. I think I want a different card. That's really greedy of me. That's really greedy of me, granted. A Plains. Alright, well. That should teach me not to be greedy, I suppose. Not to be greedy, I suppose. Nice hand it is. Much better hand than last time, for sure. Most decks. It is a good hand, though. Watch out for sacrifice effects here. How much IGC do you have saved up? I was wrong about the conversation rate, by the way. I guess they changed it to a 1-in-1. Kaito? IGC? IGC stands for... I don't got a clue. IGC, I don't got a clue. So that's the only thing I can come up with at the moment. They're at 3. Let's play a most helpful Weaver here. I'm gonna save my Wonder Weave for another turn, I think. If this gets countered, it is what it is. They discarded this? How did this go into the graveyard? Oh, the map. I remember. Alright, they're letting that go through. Now I have 2 creatures on the board. Now I just have to play intelligently, I think. Probably, honestly, should have played that post-combat now I'm thinking about it. But I do get a Scry. So this planet pre-combat makes it so I'd more likely to get the Scry effect, you know what I mean? Optimus Scavenger definitely staying on top. Definitely, and I'll continue to whittle him down to 16. I need him to be around 12 so I can one-shot him at some point. And now I'll get tapped. Curious why he would tap the spider, to be honest with you. Kaito, oh no, Kaito, hey boss. So that has flap. You can play that in between turns if you want to in order to maximize your mana usage. In-game currency, I see. You're talking about Feather of Flight, aren't you? Kalinko, you're talking about Feather of Flight, right? Okay. They're tapped out now, so I really don't have much to fear for this one turn. Let's maximize that by playing Eerie. Then maybe, I think lifelink on the biggest thing right here is probably the best thing to do. I don't want them to get that much recursion. I'll put them too far ahead in my opinion. Let's maximize our life gain this turn, because this isn't a flyer. Put them down to 10. Do damage where I can. 2 creatures still in hand. I think I'm going to be greedy again, even though I should just take my medicine from the last time I was greedy. Feels probably the wrong thing to do there, because Optimus Scavenger is really good, but I only have 1 more enchantment in my hand, and who's to say I had to get another one? They're going down to 10. I'm going up to 17. Don't worry about things getting countered as much in this matchup. Worry about 2 mana black removal spells. He is, yeah. Any card that has flash, really, though. Kill Kitty. Yes, I killed the kitty. There we go. No homestone. I killed the kitty. I played one thing correctly. That is definitely true what Kalinko said about Feather of Flight. I'm really bad at playing it at flash speed, to be honest with you. I should be looking more at opportunities to play it correctly. No blocks. I will take the 4 damage. That's exactly what I was hoping for. But the thing about it is, this has ward, doesn't it? So it's ward 2. They have any, this is any color, right? Pay 1 life, any color. They could tap it down with another, because this flashes, right? They could tap it down. But I think it's incorrect. I think it's incorrect not to threaten game with just 1 attacker. I think it has to be incorrect. They clearly have something, though. Okay, they're saving it. That does make sense to me. But let's go this route. So I think I'm more concerned about a stun counter than removal here. I'll leave this on top. I could see how the next turn cycle that could be extremely useful. Huh. I think I just gotta really go for it, because they're going to have to, I don't think they're gonna have enough to deal with both of these things. This isn't gonna threaten lethal, I don't think. I only have 1, 2, that's just 2, 3, 4. This is gonna go up to a 7, 8. It's gonna go up to an 8. But I do get to scry again, so I could have scried the Seam Rip away. Let's do as much damage this turn as possible. Make them have to get rid of the spider and keep the Optimus Scavenger alive. Making the Seam Rip more useful next turn. This card in my hand could be anything. I don't need to play it at the moment. So if this goes through, I would be losing. That happens too often to me. It feels horrendous, but it is what it is. And now I'm thinking about it, I could have given this double strike, had double lethal because of this effect. If I played my cards correctly, I'm just now realizing that with a Slumbering Keep Guard's second ability. I just saw the Scorpion, I thought it was a spider on my screen, I was about to freak out. One Shitong. Okay, it's gonna block the flyer. Bitter Triumph. Did not expect that. But I do get a lot of life from this. I'm not dead. And they're at 5. I'll have 4 attackers next turn. Do I do this? They'll have a blocker in the air. But they're not going to be guaranteed another block in the air. This will be 3 because of this. 4, okay. I think I do it. If I get board wiped, it is what it is. And now that the turn's over, I can read the chats. Kill Kitty left games. Nice here, but watch out for the Planeswalker, which has hexproof. You'll learn how to do flash timing better. It just takes time, for sure. It does take time, unfortunately, for me especially. Well, let's give myself 2 things in the air. Shit! It's a spider hero. I almost just made a terror. I have to put it on this or else legendary rule. I never realized that potential mistake I almost made. Never realized it. This time I did though. I'm getting rid of the flyer now. So this threatened lethal by itself now. Put it on this. Put the +1s on other things now. That shows that my brain's working a little better than normal, I think. When this creature enters, counter up to 1 target activated or triggered ability. Okay. That's countering this, isn't it? Not the Seam Rip. What is it countering? It's countering the Seam Rip. I see. Okay. Well, if I activate it in response, the Seam Rip would be on the board. I mean, it looks like it's on the board. Enter the battlefield this turn. Yeah, it's on the board. But then does it go back down? I mean, why not? Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, it stays on the board. So the ability is just... The ability is just. They have 3 blockers. I have 4 attackers. One of these are going through. This is going through. So they have to block this. This leaves 2. This is going through. Then they're going to block both of those. So I will only attack with my flyers. Maybe I attack with this as well. Because it will trade. It will trade, right? But I do want as many creatures on the board as possible for them to not get removed. So I have double strike next turn. But it threatens lethal, so I think that's correct. There, I think that's correct. So 2 threats to lethal right there. That's a trade. 3 is going through. I like that decision. I scry a planes away. That gives me another chance to draw an enchantment of some sort. Potentially a Seam Rip or a Sheltered by Ghost. They have another flyer, but I have 2. They're down to 5. A Deep Cavern Bats. Can't hand rip someone without a hand, you punk-ass elf. 2 flyers now. They're at 2, though. Okay, double strike. Double strike. I might as well put it on to give myself an advantage. But this does threaten lethal. But I have no way to buff it up, so that would literally make it die. I don't think that's the correct thing to do. Do I take 12 or threaten lethal with all 3 attacks? Makes it so they don't have a board again. I think double strike is only first strike on the first attack, and then it's normal attack. They trade. I think I'm gonna gain life. I want to keep the creatures on the board. And not only that, double strike on top of that. I'm gonna be getting a lot of life. Just 2 attackers. They can't double block anything, so I'm guaranteed to survive here. 37. I'm gonna leave the creature in my hand, I think. They only have 1 card. So the most I think is going to happen, they're going to play two flyers again. All right, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. They shouldn't be running. Take advantage of the hexproof, brother. Also, look for cards that have vigilance so you can attack and block with them. No blocks. 1 second. I'm going to catch up on the chat in just 1 second. I don't want to blunder this game away because I've definitely blundered games in winning scenarios way too often because of my own foolishness. I just don't want that to happen now. And they're not going to let me attack. My daily revolves around attacking and they're not letting me attack. What a punk-ass elf. All right. Okay, where did I leave off on? Okay, I left off on you'll learn how to do flash timing better. Just takes time. LOL. You should also look for cards that have vigilance so you can attack and block with them. I like vigilance a lot. My Spell Vendor has vigilance. And one other card has vigilance in this deck. It is called Lightstone Wizard. It's a 1-of though. Burb next. Yep, take advantage of the Hexproof, brother. They shouldn't be running board-wise. Oh, I opened a pack of Avatar today. That sounds fun. That sounds really fun. I got a Wan Shi Tong showcase. What the hell? The luckiest dude in the world, and you're over here talking about how much you hate the game. I would be loving the game if I got $160 cards a day. Demir Ninja's Kaito doesn't run sweepers. There we go. I don't see any legend rule scenario here. I normally don't either. However, if I gave the +1/+1 to a different, so I already gave my Slumbering Keep Guard the +1/+1, so it's a legendary spider hero. So if I was about to give my spider the +1/+1, so it would have also been a legendary spider hero, so I could only have kept one of them. I've gotten duped by that many a times. Travis, what? He's countering the scavenger's ability. I see. Oh, he wasn't. Never mind. Yeah, I think he countered the... No, he removed the abilities of the Seam Rip. Try going for lethal here in all honesty. Wowee, such a desperate bat play. Oh, everyone's watching. Make sure you like the stream. Oh, thanks so much. I never do call to actions because I don't know. But I programmed my little stream thing here to do it for me. So thanks so much, Josh. You're the best. All right, 2 creatures. Protection. A little slow, but we'll take this for sure. It helps you out a lot. Thanks so much. You're pretty set for lethal here. Game. Eliminate. I think that's Lamo? Or I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is from No Home Stone. Not sure what that is. White has a lot of vigilance. I think I was just cheesed because of a bunch of stuff. I'll stop being a baby. Both legendaries have to have the same name. I'm telling you. I'm literally telling you guys. I've done it. Oh, wait. Maybe. Oh, is that what it is? Maybe I've had 2 spiders on the field. And then I've given them both the +1/+1s. Okay. There was nothing to be scared of. I learned something new today. Love it. This could be a mirror match. I am top tier when it comes to mirror matches. However, if they're anything like me, they won't have a third planes. They're not like me. They will have a third planes. I don't want my Wonder Weave sniped. So I'm going to do this. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, it could be a life gain scenario here, but I'm just going to hope for the mirror match. Because I'm good at mirror matches. My win rate is damn near 80% in mirror matches, to be honest with you. So one thing I'm good at in this game. I'll do the call to actions for you. I know how it is, and it can feel awkward to ask. Laughing my ass off. That's why Legend rules a bit cruel, but there's some fun stuff I can mention when this game is done. Sounds good to me. All right, I had a feeling Seam Rip was coming out. I had a feeling with it. I'm playing intelligently. Again, there's one thing I have going for me. It's my mirror match ability. I'm pretty damn good at it, if I don't say so myself. They have a turtle mate. It literally does nothing for me. It literally does nothing for me. No feelings whatsoever towards that. I wish I liked it, you know what I'm saying? I wish I liked everything that the game does. Because I like this game a lot, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Theme Rip. I'm going to be a good player. Wait for the target. Make them pay. Make me... I'm soaring, flying. And they can't even do anything because they can't pay the ward now. So I am set. But the pause makes it seem like they have something else to target in their hand. I don't know what it would be because it would have to be a source, no, not an instant speed spell for 1 mana. I don't know what that would be. Actually, I have no idea, to be honest with you. I have no idea. No blocks. No blocks from me, big guy. They have 4 mana. I no longer have a way for a Shard Mage trickery play, but if they don't draw 5th planes, which I rarely do, I may get away with this. Alright, I could get my own spellbook vendor back, right? I could. And I do want to. It seems like a quality play, to say the least. But if my Wonder Weave does get got, then the Seam Rip will go off again, and that could be a spot of bother. You know what I mean? It would be a spot of bother. And they could have a Sheltered by Ghost in their hand, and they would need a creature. I think because my biggest gripe with the deck is no creatures means no wins, and they have no creatures at the moment. So I think it means no win for them. Now I have a choice to make, I certainly do. I could play a Feather of Flight, seems good. Seems decent. Or I could maximize the damage here. I do have follow-up plays. I doubt that they're going to be able to get my goat next turn, but they definitely could. I'm going to do Ethereal Armor. It's a little bit less mana efficient, but it's more fun. And you know me, I'm all about the fun times. I'm at 24. I've got no fear. Especially someone that doesn't have 5 planes. And they do not. And they don't. Oh, and they're mad about it. I can tell they're mad about it. You're on the play, so you're at an advantage here. But I remember the match, you and me that day. You had 1 spotter and 1 book vendor, and you had to sacrifice 1 target. Wait a second. Are you? So was I right to begin with, Lee? Maybe I've forgotten about it. 2 for 1, baby. For the legendary creature rule, personally, playing the guy would be my choice. Nice though. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun. I love mirror matches. Please, if you gave me mirror matches every time, I'd be mythic. You know what I'm saying? I'd be mythic. I got to diamond last season. This season, I want to get to mythic. I don't think it's going to happen because I am getting a bit tilted. Playing to mirror so frequently. I'm not sure what creature though. That thing where you cast a 1 mana hexproof spell was, yeah. If I didn't have that, it would have been a different game, to be certain. 1 save makes all the difference in the world. Makes all the difference in the world. All right, let's go again. Let's go. Let's go again. Let's do another mirror match. I have a tremendous amount of fun playing mirror matches. I wish there was like a format in the game, like a very well-backed format where like everyone loved the format, everyone played the format, where it was just mirror matches the entire time. Because I feel like that's where, not to toot my own horn, but I am going to toot it. I feel like that's where skill comes out. Because there's so many matchups where one matchup just shits on the other so often. Now this is a great hand. This is a great hand. It would be even better if they played green right now. And if I went first, oh, I'm going first and everything. I mean, with this hand, I think it's one of the rare times where I don't play Optimus as a scavenger. But again, the motto's been working. We suffer in imaginations more than in reality, so I shall try it. Lego Spasm is the name. Black and green, okay. I'm getting away with it so far. So far is so good. Let's keep the 1 creature on board and let's hope for no sacrifice abilities, and the Shard Mage will be useful once again. And 1 well-timed Shard Mage makes all the difference in the world. Makes all the difference in the world. They're doing, when this creature enters, discard a card, then draw a card. When this creature, okay, perfect. Fear of missing out. I remember when I first learned about this card. All right, they're tapped out. This will make me go to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not worth it. My turn. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Okay, I'm not guaranteed to have a seam rip target next turn. But the ward would be nice, so they couldn't do anything. Let's be mana efficient here. I think this is the better play, because next turn I can do the Wonder Weave Aerialist and still hold up Shard Mage if I don't get got. You know what I'm saying? So give that to me. Hold up the Shard Mage still. Make him go down to 9. And I just win. I just think it's as simple as that. They're playing Galta, Stampede Tyrant. Alright, definitely do have to play fast before their big shite comes out. Another one. I have no idea what's happening. My turn. Okay. This will buff me up to 7, 8. They don't have anything small. Do I just do it? I don't think they have any interaction here. And they did it! Woo! See what I'm saying? In a mirror match, I know the cards. When it's not in a mirror match, I have no idea what's happening, and I tend to overthink things, and I tend to misplay afterwards. The thing where you cast 1 mana hex from a fudge, but you can try next time. You should try Dan. Are you talking about the manga? Talking about the manga? If you're looking for a 1v1 game where both people are mirror matching, wonder if this is the living end shell here. Yeah, be prepared to win quickly here. What I mean by living end is that they're gonna reanimate a creature that gets everything out of their board. The dinosaur reanimator deck is fun. That's the first time I ran into it. It was zombify the Garbia. I see. Similar name, a little no different format. Google Dan, the forgetful fish. Dan. The forgotten fish? No, the forgetful fish. Wasn't even a word what I was saying. Can't attack unless defending player controls an island. When you control no islands, sacrifice Dan. Ooh. I like it. I like it a lot. That's right up my alley. That is right up my alley, not gonna lie. The only creature in this deck is Dan. Oh, no way. Leaking info about secrets of... And they were leaking info about secrets of Strixhaven. So you gotta kill your opponent with the fishes. I love me some sardines. Actually, I'm gonna eat some sardines after this. Well, after I'm done streaming, I'm eating some sardines. And actually, I'm eating sardines because someone in my Discord, Something Real is the name, got me into it. It's something I've been meaning to try for a while, and that was like the final straw. I tried it, love it, it's great. Okay, did someone say... Where is the person? I missed it. No home stone. Did your last message, if you're looking for a 1v1 game where both people are mirror matching, does that mean you want to throw down, my friend? Our base certainly are. There's counter spells that put the spell on the top of the library. Memory lapse. I see. Wait, Yubei, can I tell you a crazy pizza combo? Certainly. I could throw down if you want. Let's do it. And if anyone else wants to play after no home stone, let me know, and I'll add you to the deck. And then after that, I'll call the stream there, I suppose. It's unusual, but trust me, it's great. I'm down for it. I love pizza. Let me give you my name. It's Yubei. 13815. Now, I know that was a stupid way to say it, but I felt like doing it that way. I'm typing it in the chat right now so you can do it. Add me whenever you have a chance. Whenever you have a chance to dance. Dan Dan is a shared deck format. You and your opponent share. What the hell? I love Magic, man. I love it because like that stuff wouldn't happen in Yu-Gi-Oh. That's for damn sure. Some people will talk smack about the pineapple, but trust me, with the anchovy, it's unreal. So, oh wait. Specifically, Domino's doesn't work anywhere else. It's a regular pizza, regular sauce, but the toppings are pepperoni, pineapple, and anchovy. Interesting. Interesting. FQ out? Force quit out? I don't know what that means. I think he's disagreeing with your choices of toppings. However, sometimes I order pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno. Sometimes I do that. Friend request out. I didn't get it. I don't think I got it. The pineapple juice counters the salt of the anchovy and you get the flavor of the pepperoni and anchovy. I have no qualms with the choices of folks on the pizza. I've never actually tried anchovies on a pizza. Never tried that before. But maybe that's my next new thing I try. All about trying new things. And now I'm just now realizing while I'm waiting, I didn't look at the offers. Go to deals. 4,000s for a planes? No thanks. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. In fact, I might have pizza soon. Fairly soon. Fairly soon. Should I play another game while waiting for no home stone? I go to a place in my area that has prosciutto and arugula, and I add anchovy to it. Pretty good. Order it right now for dinner? Buff Turtle, welcome to the chat. However, it is 11:18 where I'm at. That's way past dinner for me. The most I'm going to eat is a little snack, maybe right after I'm done here. But thanks so much for being here. Hopefully you enjoy watching someone get into the beautiful game of Magic the Gathering. But I don't think tonight's the night for the pineapple anchovy pepperoni pizza. But maybe soon. Maybe soon. Probably I'm sending out the request, but it might take a second for it to get to you. Sounds good. Have a great night, brother, man. Oh, Josh is leaving? That's sad. Have a great night, though, Josh. Thanks for hanging out with me as long as you did. Thank you so much. All right, while I'm waiting, I shall play again, I think. Yeah, let's play again. I'm on a win streak. Might as well. Might as well. Wave Painter! What's up, man? How are you doing? I'm having a pretty good night myself. I'm on like a 3-game win streak. I've played a mirror match 2 out of the last 5 games. I love mirror matches. And I think I'm about to have another one with someone from the chat. No home stone. This is not a bad hand to say the least. 2 creatures, 3 lands. My luck's changing. I've never had anchovies. I don't even know what it tastes like. But from what Josh said, it tastes salty, which I don't think I would really mind that. All right, bossing say they said hello to me, so I shall say hello back. Having this out turn 1 is something I normally don't like to do. I like to wait until turn 3 or 4. But I think in this case, because I don't have a seam rip, I have to play fast. And I feel like this is going to give me the opportunity to play fast. And it's not, and it's a black green deck. Land of War Elf, seam rip. Oof. Don't love that. But let's get myself in the air as quickly as possible and hope to draw a seam rip as quickly as possible. That's my strat. Still didn't get it, but we'll whittle the score down to 17. My only hope is to play fast. Faster than they get their Badgermill Gum, Oroboid, whatever other things they're gonna get. That's my one shot here. It seems like they might not have it from the way they're playing right now, and it seems like they're not doing it at all. All right, because it's tapped, that means they can't crew it, right? I believe that's what that means. I've never played against this deck before in my life. But instead of drawing, maybe a scry is better. Maximize the damage with Ethereal Armor, scry, first strike. So even if they can crew it, which I don't think they can. Oh man, I already have a Feather of Flight. But what if I feather? No, I can't double Feather of Flight, can I? I have to put that on the bottom. I don't like to do it, but I have to, I'm gonna have to do it. They're going down to 11. All right, I have a chance. All right, they're tapped. That means they can't crew that. At the beginning of your end step, if you sacrifice a permanent this turn, create a token that's a copy of this vehicle as long as you control 8 or more permanents. Blah, blah, blah. All right, they're gonna kill something. Probably the 6/4. I'd have to imagine. Please no board wipes. I cannot do a board wipe. If they board wipe me, I will definitely most likely lose. Good, bro. Been lurking in chat a bit over the last week. Glad you're getting some dubs. Thank you so much. You've been lurking. That makes me feel good. I feel like this week I really turned it around. I was getting pretty damn bad at the game for a while. But I think lately I've turned it around in a positive direction again. I think 2 weeks ago I was getting better. It was like this. Then boom, and then I'm going on. I'm about equal to where I was. And I got board wiped. But I can build back. Thank the Lord I can build back. Let's try it. They always have the fucking board wipes. This is one time that I'm alright with it. Just because I actually drew creatures for the first time. Plus I had a Feather of Flight. So that scrying the Feather of Flight away was the correct choice. Apparently. Apparently. And they're down to 11, you know what I mean? So like one explosive turn could really make or break it here. A flyer. Interesting. A 5/5 flyer. I'll go down to 11. They're tapped out. I'll attack with both things next turn. This could be very explosive. They are tapped out. Let's keep doing this. I have this now. I could do Spellbook Vendor, or I could do a Feather of Flight. An Ethereal Armor would do me just fine. Thank you very much. Let's just keep buffing this thing up because they're going to be playing 5/5s, 4/4s, all that stuff. If I get board wiped, that would feel mighty bad. But after this turn, I could threaten lethal in a couple different ways. Well, they're tapped out, so it doesn't matter if I do it before combat, after combat, middle of combat. It don't matter. 7. I'm at 11. I gotta keep that in mind. They do have flyers. They could probably buff this up to 10. I think I survive here. I do think I survive here, but maybe not. Maybe I should have kept the Reacher. Maybe I should have kept the Reacher. Okay, there's a 5/5. There's a 6/6. Okay. Okay, I have a creature in my hand, but this is gonna fizzle. I'm at 5/5. I'm at 5. They're at 6/6. A Wonder Weave. But they have no way to tap. They have no way to get these out. So I'm not dead in the water yet, but it's definitely looking like it's soon. If they get a creature on board, wait, can you crew with the summoning sick creature? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. It wouldn't make sense to me that you could. Oh shit. How the hell did that happen? How the fuck did that happen? Whenever you attack, put X11 counters on target attacking creature, where X is the number of permanents you sacrifice. Oh, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just the perfect number. Damn. 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 So close. But I feel like I played pretty solid there. Maybe I overextended when I didn't need to overextend. But even if I didn't overextend, then it would have been summoning sec anyways, and I would have been in the same scenario. You know what I'm saying? Would have been the same scenario. Do you have much of physical collection of Magic cards? Well, it's funny you mentioned that. About a month ago, I bought my first ever Magic the Gathering thing, and that's what got me into the game. It was the Avatar Beginner Box. And since then, I became totally addicted, played this game every day since. And I bought a lot of Magic Commander precons. I wanted to like build like a pod. So like if friends came over, I don't really have friends, but you know, if in the future that happens, I would have cards for them to play with. But it's not much of one. I've just bought a bunch of precons. But it's getting there, you know what I'm saying? Someone's really doing some testing here. I haven't seen this kind of start before in the meta. Yes, you can crew with a 76. Ah, damn. Well, that's good information to know. Neat deck. Maybe it'll hit the big leagues. Crew doesn't care about summoning sickness. You're not tapping the creature with its own ability. You're tapping it with the crew ability. Well, damn. Now it makes those artifact vehicles better seeming to me. For a long time, I wondered why they were good. Now it makes sense. No home stone. Are you ready? I haven't gotten any friend requests from you. So maybe today is not the day. No home stone. Maybe today is not the day. We'll see. We'll see what you say though. If you add your gamer tag as well, I could add you if it's not working vice versa. What time is it? 11:28. All right. Still got a little bit of time. Still got a little bit of time. Ah, good idea. Give me a second. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. And then it seems like no home stone will be my last game of the evening. And I'll bid y'all adieu, and I'll be back here tomorrow. I started playing Final Fantasy X. Never played a legit video game really in my life. I've only played Pokemon, really. So it was interesting to play today. I don't know if I'm going to play that every day or just here and now. But there's that. We did that. There we go. I got a friend. Got a friend in you. I got a friend in you. Nope, not that one. Where the hell is the fucking underline? Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Hashtag #36244. Boom. Friend request successfully sent. There we go. Also, the specific word tap doesn't care about summoning sickness. Only the tap symbol on the creature itself in attacking. That is a weird rule thing. I bet you that has caused many an argument in friend groups. Rocking. All right, I'll hop off stream for a minute. Sounds good. All right, time to get down to business. The last game of the evening. Traditional standard card, best of 3. He wants to play best of 3, does he? Net deck, I suppose. This is the only one with a sideboard. We'll do it. All right, best of 3 it is. Best of 3 it is. Yee DeVitas, when are you going to make a Dimir deck? When I fly over the frozen tundras of hell on my pet flying pig. Probably then, but even that's a stretch, Yee DeVitas. But that's a good question. That's a good question. So if the creature has the actual word tap in its ability, you can use it on the first turn, but no, not if it has a tap symbol. Yeah, that's I guarantee that has caused quite an amount of fights in friend groups over the years. Whoa! I've never seen this stadium before. And it's a legit stadium, and now everyone left. Now they're back. Can I tap them out? Is that what happens? Can I tap them out? Oh no, they're here for a good time and a long time. Look at this. It's the regular old Kaiba Dome. Does these things do anything? Nothing. It doesn't interact with anything, but it's freaking nice. All right. Well, I think my next 2 turns are spoken for and they don't include enchantments. So I'm going to do a Veteran Survivor. Alright. Well, now I think I may. I think I might. Wish upon this star tonight. And that star is an Optimus Scavenging Star. Next. Attacking in for 2. What did he ever do to the likes of you? We may never know, but he will take 2 to the dome. Oh, he's playing red with his white, so this isn't a mirror match. Not entirely so. Cavern of Souls. Well, that's a land. Human is what's going to be desired. So now I can actually play this at sorcery speed. I know you guys said don't. I know you guys said don't. Well, actually, maybe I won't. Maybe I will. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to. Because I'm worth it. I'm worth it. And the reason for it is because I had a feeling that was coming. And I have the answer right in my paws. But maybe it was better to not do anything and just... I don't know. I think now's the time to spread the love. Share it to make them both seem equally scary in their own right. Yeah, I think that's right. And now, okay, that was a great draw off that Feather of Flight. Stealing stuff. Okay, I think maybe Veteran Survivor is scarier in this case. So I think this one might be his target. Maybe. Okay. Well, I'm gonna play post-combat now. All attacks. Because I'm still under the assumption, okay, that this is a mirror match. I could have given myself Ward 2, but he has 3, so... But this is the 2. But he could draw a land. And this is what he's playing so far. I think I'm just going to set myself up for next turn. If he hates both of them, he's not going to hate 3 of them away. He's probably not even going to hate both of them away because of the ward cost. I don't think that's likely at all, but it's possible. But now that I have 3 creatures on the board, it matters less. Definitely matters less. I haven't got a good look at his board, so maybe he drew poorly. Isn't showing me, and in hopes for an explosive game 2. Potentially. Ooh, a Manifold Mouse with an Offspring. A double striking son of a biscuit, but he doesn't realize I have just the answer for that. That's actually nuts. I'm sorry for that. I'm literally sorry for this. For some reason, when I play against the viewing audience, I draw pretty damn well. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I draw pretty damn well. I wish I could draw that well in standard ranked. And maybe I do, and maybe it's just all in my head that I don't. Boom. Good game, he says. He's moving on to game 2. I wonder if he realizes he chose to do best of 3. I wonder. A lot of destruction effects. So maybe I added Demi instead of Spellbook Vendor. It is a bit faster. Maybe I do that. Could do that as well. Ward is kind of nice. Let's see. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I suppose. I'll play you in a best of 1 Yu-Gi-Oh player 112. I used to be a Yu-Gi-Oh player. And I will play. Sure, I'll play you. This was going to be my last game of the evening. But, sure. Wait. Do you play Demir? That's my question. Before I accept. Do you play Demir? Okay. Do I mulligan this? I could get a worse hand if I mulligan it. No Demir? Oh, then for sure I'll play you. Why not? Why not? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hopefully you enjoy watching someone play. Get into the game of Magic. Me, who plays poorly from time to time. More than time to time. I've been playing alright today, to be honest with you. But mistakes happen, and I hope you're a patient fella. I certainly do. Alright, do I risk it? Brick. I'm gonna keep it just because I've mulliganed into just horrendousness, and I don't really want that to happen. And if I lose this game, it's okay. A turn one play, that's alright. I like that. I like that very much. So far, I'm liking the fact that I kept this. 5 lands is a new territory for me. He's done 2 damage himself now. He's doing my work for me. I mean, this is a main... Yeah. I think that's worth. I mean, that's worth. I don't know. It just seems worth. But maybe not anymore. But we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. I think most of his removal so far has been 2 mana. So I think this is going to stay alive. Hopefully he uses the mana available to him to play a card. And he is going to. It's a 3/3 Flowerfoot Master. He has 2 more mana. Play it out. Ooh, okay, I like this. A lot of value tied up into that little mousy mouse. 2 sheltered by ghosts, so you know I gotta rip one of them. You know I gotta rip one of them. I'm a flyer now. Life-linking flyer, got some of that damage back. Shelter next turn. I did it. There we go. I'm playing well still. Playing well still. Can't let him sneak out a W. That's my thing. A cheeky house mouse. He doesn't look very cheeky to me. He looks thin. Ooh. I thought he was successfully gonna get that off. All right, he is not in the air, and I have the mana to do this. This might send him over. This might be rude. This might be not cool, but definitely rude. And I think, because now I have Ward 2222, I have Ward 2 million, I think it's safe to put even more stuff on this little guy. Not so little anymore. I'll play you after this game then. Sounds good to me. Shelter again? I sheltered again. I played well. Oh, man. Good game. Good game, No Home Stone. / AU Hearts. That's a cool name. No, I'm reading it. Can I have a game? Certainly, Lee. Good game, No Home Stone. You're back. That was a very fun game. I said it while you were gone, but I was like, I only draw this well when I'm playing you guys, and I feel bad about it. Ward 6 is definitely tough. Okay, so where is the Yu-Gi-Oh player? Yu-Gi-Oh player is over here. I will type my handle in for the Yu-Gi-Oh player. I mistyped because I have gloves on. It's 13H15 is the handle. So while wait a second. So Lee, Yu-Gi-Oh player wanted to play first. Let's see if the Yu-Gi-Oh player is still out there. Let's see. If not, then Lee, you're up. You're up. Hexproof is a fun strat. No need to apologize. Thanks so much. I had a great time. Hopefully you did too. Curry coconuts. The curry coconut. $50912. Boom. Friend request successfully sent. All right, Yu-Gi-Oh player is up, and then Lee's after him or her, and then that will be my last game of the evening. What time is it? All right. Maybe I'll get off stream by midnight. Maybe I'll be in bed by 1 a.m. Maybe I'll have more than a couple hours of sleep. And maybe I won't look like shit tomorrow. That's a lot of maybes. But, you know, got hope. Got hope. A little away from another pack, but honestly, I couldn't care less. You give me 1,000 free packs of this crap, and I literally couldn't care less. It literally does nothing for me. The Curry Cockanood. It's a pretty cool name, too. I like that. I do like that, indeed. Indubitably. Well, while I'm waiting, I'm going to check out if there's anything new in terms of events. Arena Direct. Sealed Magic the Gathering. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Collector Booster. What? What is that? Sign up for this event and get all 7 wins to win. Oh, it's 8,000. That, I love that. I love this about this game. Now, I know it's very enticing to me to do this just because I did one draft and I got 7 wins. But I just know that draft, like, competitive is not going to be on the level of this. But who knows? I don't have 8,000 gems, though. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the Karen, OP. Of course I remember you. Welcome back. Someday, if you're ever interested in other formats in paper, you should totally play the Boggles archetype. No freaking way. You just said that. No freaking way. No Homestone. No Homestone. I've been streaming this game for about like a few weeks now. I've met a bunch of lovely people. You ran into a couple of them. Butterhugger was one of them. Ian was one of them. They're probably not in the chat right now, but they were today. And they're in the Discord. They asked me to make a Discord amongst a couple other people early on into me starting to stream. Anyways, suffice to say, they love Slippery Boggle. And if you're also a fan of Slippery Boggle and Pauper, they love Pauper. And they have rubbed off on me, and now I love Pauper even though I've never played real Pauper. And I love Slippery Boggle now too. So if you're also a fan of Slippery Boggle, you may want to join the Discord. It's not that active, but there's we post every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of cool people. Stranger, who you saw earlier, maybe he's in there. That's crazy. And Karen, again, I do remember you. Thank you so much for coming back. Those events are kind of odd. Typing your name in. TMNTO is also not a terribly great format to draft. Yo, Eerie. Eerie is another person that's in the Discord. Send out your Discord link and I'd be more than happy to join. No Homestone. Actually, it's in the link in my YouTube bio. The Discord is. That might be easier than me scrounging around and get it up. This is a good hand. I'm going to keep this. Not a very protecting hand. We chilling in Twitch? We chilling in Twitch? Are you in Twitch? Eerie? No, you're in YouTube, right? Yeah, you're in YouTube. You're in YouTube. You got me excited that you were on Twitch. You got me excited for a second that you switched to the Twitch side because it would be nice to grow the followers in the Twitch side, you know what I'm saying? It would be cool. But your presence is appreciated on any side of the equation. All right. Let's play a Wonder Weave while they don't have the mana to pay the ward. I wondered if I should jump over. Dude, if you do, it'd be cool. But whatever you prefer, whatever platform you prefer. I don't even know why I think it's cool. I think the reason why I think it's cool is simply because it like embodies streaming, and streaming is something I never thought I would ever get myself to do because it's so far out of my comfort zone. Maybe that's the reason. Also, there's herd mentality, and Twitch doesn't have any sort of discoverability thing. So if there's a couple people in the stream, then people are more likely to join a stream that has a few people in it. So there's also that. There's a bunch of reasons now I'm thinking about it. Now I have a choice to make. I could embarrass myself and play a Feather of Flight. I'm gonna do it. Actually, because I want to draw. I want to draw a Plains. Give me a Plains, baby. Give me a Plains. The reason why is because it has Ward, and he's probably going to play a land next turn, so the Ward is going to be less impactful. I did it. But I did it. Now, I could scare him and think I have a Shard Mage in hand, but maybe the Ethereal Armor is just as impactful. I think I'm going to do the damage. Why not? While he can't do anything about it, he definitely has something that he can play. This is a blue-white deck. I don't know. Maybe that tapping thing? Is that this deck? The tapping vigilant son of a gun? Your boy Erie's in Twitch now. Welcome. Welcome to Twitch, the Twitch side. The darker side, because purple is darker than red. Stock up. Okay, I was scared of nothing, so I'm glad I did what I did. So far. Ethereal Armor is going to make this more impactful, what I'm about to do. Actually, the world is my oyster now. And because that just happened, I think I'm going to... Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm gonna give it... Now this might seem strange. Might seem silly and strange, but I'm gonna start sharing love. Because I think it's likely that they're gonna get my goat next turn. I wonder weave goat next turn. So I might as well start sharing the love. They're at 6. This will make it a 4 of Plains. I can make it a 5. And they got both of them. But this is one of the rare situations where I actually have follow-up. Don't have much follow-up, but I do have protected follow-up, and I pretty much have game next turn if it stays alive. Now, I've already used 2 Feather of Flight, so if they play a creature, my chances goes down significantly. Shout out Lee in the chat. Shout out Lee. Take a swig of water while they're thinking about their lives and their choices that led them up to this moment. Oh, they have another one, don't they? If this dies, I think I lose. It's going off. Oh, let's go. I'm continuing to play solid. And speaking of Lee, it is now officially Lee's turn. And unless someone else tells me they want to play, Lee will be my last game of the evening. And I will be probably logging off before midnight, so I might be able to get a good night's sleep tonight. Maybe. All right, Lee. Ooh, I can chat with Lee. I didn't know that. That's cool. I don't know what I clicked to get there, but I'm here for it, I guess. Yu-Gi-Oh player. Good game, Yu-Gi-Oh player. I just got crushed by an Abigail deck. I don't even know what that is. In standard? Is that a standard deck, Erie? An Abigail deck. That seems dastardly. I misplayed. All good. I don't think I misplayed that game. There was a questionable play or two I did, but I misplay every day, all day, every day. So ain't no shame in that, Yu-Gi-Oh player. I'll give you props though. If you're like me and have played Yu-Gi-Oh your entire life, it's kind of hard to break the bad habits we've gotten from Yu-Gi-Oh, to be honest with you. So kudos to you. Kudos to you. All right. Me and Lee have had cinematic games more often than not, so I gotta lock in here. I do like my hand. Indubitably. I don't like the fact that I'm going second, though. I do like that draw. I'm gonna hope it survives. They had something to play in response to that? What kind of a red card would have that could be played in response to that? Menage. Menage a trois. Interesting. I'm gonna do this. Then, because it's Menage, I don't think that they're going to want to trade. I'll do 2 damage because that's integral to my stratagem, is doing damage when I can. Oh, shock. Yeah. Their cards can deal me damage. Duh. Such an idiot. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may create a treasure token. When you do, target opponent creates a tap. What? That's my boy, Lee. We're just here for a good time, ain't we? We're a bunch of rich sons of bitches right now, huh? Yeah, Abigail removes abilities from creatures and add like flying, lifelink, etc. They play a creature with decayed, which is an ability that sacrifices that creature if it attacks. But due to Abigail removing an ability, instead he had like a... Oh, wow. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty damn cool. Now they have 2 Genderous Plunderers. Pass. Oh, I see why they want to do that. I don't mind this. This is the first time I played a deck like this. This is kind of like group hug, right? This is what you guys call this. Group hug. 2 Optimistic Scavengers now. I do have to play fast. Very fast now. I don't believe that they'll want to trade, given that this seems like a strat of theirs, like their whole main strat. And because it's red, I know they have a lot of cheap removal spells. So I'm going to continue to hold up the Shard Mage. And I'm just going to continue to try to chip away and hope that I can chip away faster than they can. I'm just now remembering this. All right. Now, because I remembered that clearly, I'm going to change up my strategy. I misplayed already. That doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great. And they have a treasure as well. Okay, they're killing this. Okay, that was a waste of. Okay, these treasures are actually getting my goat pretty good right now. It's actually getting my goat pretty good. All right, I gotta lock in. I'm not this stupid. You wouldn't realize that if you just witnessed that last 60 seconds. But I swear I'm not this stupid. I can play better than this. The good news is they have 3 mountains and only 4 cards. Slowly but surely they're gonna run out of things to kill me with. They can only kill 1 thing now. Okay, 16. 14. Give me like a Feather of Flight. Okay, that's alright. I like that. +1/+1 counter. Let's do this. So I am indeed playing speedily. This is going to be outside the range of blocking and killing me, but they may block. They have 3 cards in hand. Okay, they're going to get rid of 1 of them. They're going to target that. I have it. They're out of treasure tokens. Tokens? Yeah, it's tokens. Now I'm thinking I might want to share love. But they're doing damage, so maybe I want to not share love. Because maybe they'll be protected by the sheer size of their toughness. They're letting it go through, so they have big plans for this. I do have 2 blockers, so I can block the Menage. I will have 1 double striker. I will have 1 that's buffer. And I could draw Sheltered by Ghost or something. Draw Sheltered by Ghosts or something, so Casey Jones. Apparently the name Casey Jones comes from TMNT. You learn something every day. I've definitely seen that reference from sitcoms over the years. Okay, I'm taking 5 damage whenever a player casts a spell of a mouse. Okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. No blocks. Alright, Feather Flight. No, didn't get it. Alright. Alright. So that's gonna not kill it. Double strike on this. Alright, this is already a legendary creature. Human. Okay. This is already I don't want to risk it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put a double striker, not gonna risk it. I'm going to increase the strength of the spider. Auto pay. 1. So it's gonna be doing 6. Oof. Set. It's gonna be doing 10 damage. But they're definitely gonna block. They're probably gonna block those 2 things, but it's gonna be big for next turn. I'm going to scry here. I'm going to attack with these 2 things and just those 2 things. Scrying, set myself up well for the future. I have a good chance here, but they're back up to 4 cards in hand. I'm at 7. I do have 2 blockers. They're going to get rid of 1 attacker. Hired Claw seems like something that they want to keep for the burn damage. 2 counts of menace, but I do have this. So now I have 3 blockers, 2 menacers. That's gonna put me down to 6. They have, oh shit, they have 6 damage on the board, but I can block. If I let the 2 menace things through, I'll be at 1. They'll be at 3. Block. Oh, I actually have enough to block 2 of their things. Whenever you attack with 1 or more lizard, this creature deals 1 damage. Okay. I'm going down to 6. I'm going to block with... Oof. I can get in the air, can't I? Can't I? That doesn't modify it. Let's see this. Let's just chump block. Let's just chump block and see what happens. Because this will modify it. It'll be 3. There we go. Okay. Threaten lethal with as many things as possible. Oh, and they just give up. Okay. What I was going to do is going to have the Spellbook Vendor put the Spellbook roll on the Wonder Weave. The 3 would be in the air, and that would be enough. But also, 2, the Double Sharker Threaten Lethal. Threatens lethal, the spider did, and also the optimistic scavenger did. So a lot of threats there. Lots of threats there. Because of the plunderer, they have 8 damage right now. Whew. Hailson's back. What's up, Hailson? Just in time, for that was actually my last game of the stream, in fact. That was my last game of the stream, in fact. And it seems like everyone is joining right now, so it kind of feels bad, but I've already been streaming for 2.5 hours. There, all the viewers, you're him. You beat all the viewers, you're him. It feels bad because I'll just lose all day on standard ranked, and then I'll play viewers, and I'll just draw cracked, and I feel bad, to be honest with you. I do. Oh, well, no cool but rude for me. LOL. Hey, I'm happy about it. I've been cool but rooted a lot lately, but thank you everybody for hanging out with me as long as you did. I will be back tomorrow. That's what I got to say. I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be a little bit more rested than I am now. Maybe I won't look like as bad of shite. Maybe I'll play a little better and all that stuff. But anyways, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for those who played against me and putting up with me. And your camaraderie just is very much appreciated. I'll stop monologuing, and I will end the stream right now.